Hey, hey, what's up? What's up, Debbie? 39 months. What's up, Sly? I know Maria's hovering around. So, what's up? What's up? I'll wait for more people to get here. Although I'm not staying on long, I have something to do tonight. But I do want to say before I even get started, so I was watching Lawyer Lee last night, and she was saying that, or the other night, and she was saying that everyone should watch this trial that they're covering. So I'm like, this Cochran trial is like some Ponzi scheme, and she like murdered her husband or something, or they think she did. So she was saying like it's a really interesting trial. So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. So I'm, doing candles this morning, and I listened to it, and I'm listening and listening, and I didn't realize it was Court TV. Court TV had it on members only. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you like this fucking tragedy pimp now? You can't handle some trolls? Yeah, Natalie Cochran. I said, you can't handle some trolls? So you're gonna, in order to chat, watching a live trial that you have to pay for it? Get the fuck out of here, Court TV. You can kiss my fat ass because I would never pay to watch a live trial from another YouTuber. You can watch it on TV, you can watch it in other places. Like, that's fucking insane. Hey, Lana. Hey, Allie. I was like, that's some bullshit right there. So that was my daily gripe. All right. And I also want to say, like, I'm trying really hard not to be a hypocrite. Like, really hard. What I mean by that is I know that I have a steady group and I love you guys and don't think I don't appreciate you. But man, sometimes these numbers get to me. I'm trying not to let them know. But when I see a bunch of fucking airheads, and I mean airheads, with 1,000 people watching them, I'm like, why? This is not even funny. I'm talking about mafia milkers. These people, I don't think have a brain cell between them. Savage wasn't on today. It was just some other three. But this Psycho Mom channel, I don't know if you guys know who she was, but I guess she's some like old ass hooker. But her son or something did videos years ago, like 9 years ago, got millions of views. So maybe that's how Keenstar knows him. But this one I watched today, oh my God, it was insane. And I thought it was real, but it wasn't. It was fake. I guess her son put together this Psycho series, and each video has like millions of views. But it's like this family who does some incredible acting, breaking TVs. Like, it was crazy. But back then, yeah, money was a lot different on YouTube. You made a lot more. So getting millions of views back then is pretty impressive. Hold on, I want to close that out. Okay. So there is a positive, though, about having an entire community turn on you, is that I can talk about whatever the fuck I want, and half these idiots are never going to see it and don't give a shit. That's actually kind of a positive. I have no qualms with that. It's kind of nice being able to say whatever the fuck I want about anybody in the community. And most of them won't see it or even give a fuck. So that's a good thing. I don't know. It kind of made me feel good. I was like, woo woo. So I was listening earlier to B. Tim and the moron for a minute going after Brittany J. And I have to say that there were a couple of things B. Tim said that I actually agreed with. I literally actually agreed with. Perplexed is free. Nothing is free. No, I agree with you. Perplexed is free. You can chat, and I'm actually going to acknowledge you, and it's not going to cost you anything. Amazing. But that's gonna change soon. I promise you, it's gonna change. Also, I wanna let you guys know I haven't given up on the food thing. I just haven't been eating well. None of us have. Me and Dayton haven't, due to funds. So, a healthy eating you kinda have to have money for. So right now, we're a little broke. Rent got paid today, so I'm a little broke. But once I get some money again, I will go ahead and start doing the food. And I promise, Sweet Misery, we're gonna start walking together. I mean, she lives somewhere else, but once it gets a little warmer here, we're gonna start walking, and I'm gonna do that too. Me and the dog in my whole wellness series. Gonna do a whole wellness series, and that'll be a part of it. Hey, True Texan. So someone brought to my attention that Sinner. Actually, let me show you because it'll make it easier. Okay. Hey, Barbara. My mom just had eye surgery today. I told her she's got a robotic eye. Do you have to wear those funny glasses too? She has to wear funny glasses. I told her she looks like Austin Powers. Marie, let me tell you, I have driven on no sleep. I have driven on 2 hours of sleep. I have driven on 20 minutes of sleep. I've driven on 2 days of no sleep. I find it funny, though, that 2 people that were running their mouth don't have children. That's what I thought was funny. What I don't understand, though, is why didn't Brittany's kids know they didn't have school? Like, I've done that on a Saturday. I'll wake the kids up. "Come on, guys, you gotta get up." They're like, "Mom, it's Saturday." I'm like, "Duh." Or they'll have school and Dayton will miss the bus per se. And I'm like, "Oh my god, I just got to bed." You guys know there were times that I used to be on all hours. I don't know why I can't stay up late anymore, but I used to be up all hours of the night. And the kids say, I'll be like, "You guys have school tomorrow?" They're like, "No, Ma, we don't. It's like teacher day. It's this day. It's that day." I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. No school." So I don't know why her kids don't know. My kids knew when there wasn't school, even like when they were 7. They were like, "No school tomorrow." So I don't know why her kids wouldn't know there wasn't school. I mean, come on, show me a kid that doesn't know when the hell school is or when they have off. All kids do. So, and we don't know how far she lives from the school. We lived around the corner. I could do it blindfolded, like literally. Even when we lived in Florida, I could do it blindfolded. It didn't take like I could literally blindfold myself and get the kids to school perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, yeah, no. Um, the whole 2-hour thing doesn't mean much. What I don't understand, though, here's my thing. And it's not my business. I'm not getting into Brittany's life. But my thing is, yeah, but if it's only the kids' school around the corner, it's not a big deal. But hold on. If you lost 50 pounds in a month, that's dangerous. Even having bariatric surgery, you don't lose 50 pounds in a month. So unless you weigh like 400 pounds. So any diet that says you can lose 50 pounds in a month, I call bullshit. There's nothing healthy about losing that much weight in a month. I can tell you though, eat protein, don't eat dairy, don't eat what else? Don't eat dairy, don't eat carbs. You lost 22 in 2 weeks. There's no way. Unless how big are you to begin with? Because if you're very big to begin with, then yeah, it'll be easy. But if you only have 30 pounds to lose, I can't see you doing it in a month. I just can't. I'm just sorry, I'm not buying it. Depending on how much you have to lose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lean protein, small amount of carbs or no carbs, no sugar. Yeah, there's ways to do it. And you lost 22 pounds in 2 weeks. There's no way. I'm not saying you're lying. There's no way. Yeah, no sugar. I know. Believe me, I know the diet. I just haven't done it yet. And but that's what I started doing was the no carbs, no sugar. No sugar is a big thing. No gluten. Yeah, first 10 pounds it depends. Your first week is water weight, that's for sure. All right, I'll have to look it up. All right. So it's not my business about Brittany. What I found interesting, though, is that the two people that had the biggest mouths about it didn't have children. That would have been KKK and B Tim. The two of them were the most running their mouth. And all I kept saying to myself was, assholes, you guys don't even have fucking children. Who are you to look at anything when you don't have children? Sit the fuck down. And anyone with kids didn't say anything. QB didn't say anything about that because we've all done it. I mean, you would be a complete liar if you said you never drove your kids to school tired or something, or hungover or whatever. So that part I agreed with Brittany, Cluminati. So that part I agreed with Brittany on, like, okay, she drove her kids 2 hours. But what I kept saying, and B. Tim actually said this at one point, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking agree with him. He actually said what I was thinking. Hey, Gina, he actually said what I was thinking. And that was, who is tying you to go on YouTube every fucking night? Or maybe Queen said it. Queen Bee said it. I don't know. But who the fuck is telling you that you have to go on YouTube every single night? Like, Brittany, I understand it's a job, but it's okay to sleep and take some time off. And a job isn't 7 days a week, 1,000,000 hours a day. A job is simple, an hour or two a day. No. And here's the other thing. Show me a successful YouTuber, like truly successful, that stays on for more than an hour or two a day. They don't. And they usually do 2 or 3 times a week. That's your most successful YouTubers. So when I hear, hey, Kim, when I hear people acting like they have to be on all the time, that just tells me that they know that this could end tomorrow, which, I mean, it could for anybody, but you know what I mean. But if YouTube is that much your life that you're not doing anything else, including sleeping, that's a problem. And that is called burnout really, really quickly. Really quickly. But honestly, show me one successful YouTuber that spends every day and night on YouTube. You'll never show me one because it doesn't happen. Those are temporary. Even creators that have over 100,000 subscribers. I'll use Grey for an example. Grey goes on every night. Every night. He does 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. Sometimes he goes, more than that. But he's consistent and he does it every single night. but he also has a job. He also he's also on late, probably because his wife goes to sleep for work or something. But show me a successful YouTuber that spends all day and night on YouTube. They don't. Thank you, Tam. It just doesn't happen. So when I heard Brittany talking about this, I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, Brittany, fucking take a break. And the scariest part though, this is what it comes down to. And this is scary, but it's true, is that you have to prioritize and you have to, like, all right, I have no other way to say it than just to say it. So I'm just going to say it, point out blank. When you are not on your panel by yourself and you constantly have people coming up on panel, that gives you an excuse to not worry about being on panel. No, she said she doesn't, Lana. When you are a true creator and you have to be on panel by yourself and carry an audience and all that jazz, it's a completely different realm. And when a creator gets to the point that they can't carry themselves and they're afraid nobody would watch them if they're by themselves, so then they go ahead and fall asleep, you need to reprioritize your channel. And if people are only there to watch other people speak, then maybe you should prioritize things and take your own channel back. And I'm not talking about QB. She's always had millions of people on panel. That's her thing. But Brittany hasn't. Brittany used to be able to handle everything by herself. I have literally lost respect for all of these channels that can't handle an audience alone. They'll talk shit about others, but they can't do it by themselves. They can't handle their own fucking panel. And they wouldn't be able to keep someone engaged for 2 hours because they're not prepared with anything. They don't have anything. They're, who wants a link? Who wants a link? I can speak for about 10 minutes and then you guys are going to get bored. I don't get it. And the channel holders, and there's a few of them, this is where QB is included, don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. And they just continue to grow. It goes to show how fucked up this community is. And that is why I'm glad everyone hates me and I could say whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, and nobody's going to care because the only people that are here are the ones that truly support me. So fuck everyone else. And I really mean that. So that's what happened with Brittany. And like I said, some of the things that B. Tim was saying, I actually agreed with. Some of the things QB said, I actually agree with. But then it took a turn and then I left because I couldn't handle it anymore. So then I go over to Sinners. Someone told me Sinner made a community post. And I was shocked at what I was seeing. So hold on, let me pull it up. If he still has it up, he may have taken it down. Before I pull this up, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think somebody should strike someone? Hey, Jeanette, no, I don't like Brittany. I used to like Brittany, and I'll explain all that in a minute. But just put a 1 in the chat. If you think somebody has a right, or not has a right, if somebody should strike someone who's taking your material that you paid for, and they're taking it, putting it on their channel and getting more views and more money on it. Should the person A strike person B who's stealing their shit? Give me a 1. Why I pull this up. I think so too. But this person's like me and doesn't want to strike, but it pisses her off. Okay, I think so too. Like I had said to this person, I said to person A, I said, "Honestly, dude, if it was someone like me, I'm not getting more views than you. I'm not getting more money than you. But if like someone like me was showing it, that's different, like even if we weren't friends. But someone is making money on shit you pay for, and she's getting more views than you and more money than you. That's fucked up." I was like, "That's a problem. I'm sorry, but that's a problem. And I think it's fucking wrong that you love me, Marie." And I like both of them. I mean, I'm more friends with one of them, but I just think that's fucked up. And maybe person B doesn't know that person A is paying good money for that. And it's watermarked and everything. And she just takes all the material. And I don't know. I just think it's fucked up. Just my opinion. And if you know who I'm talking about, great. If you don't, great. I'm not going to mention either one of them. But if you know, it's one of those things. If you know, you know. So Sinner puts, "Do you think QB will go live and tell her supporters that she has a brand new restraining order? I doubt she will live tomorrow." So that was his live. I mean, that was his community post. Now, is Sinner building a pipe or is Sinner just confused? Because as much as I wanted it to be true, QB does not have a restraining order against her. I mean, she does, but she doesn't. So let me show you the actual court paperwork. Now, mind you, everyone in his chat in the comment section, except for one, thinks that he's going to go live tomorrow about her new restraining order, that like the judge, he's making it sound like the judge signed it and all this other stuff. Unless he changed the wording. I don't remember what the exact wording was, or if he changed it. 156 thumbs up on it. Now, hold on. Nope, RJ, you're wrong. Okay. I'll show you. I have the document too. Okay. Order signed by judge, proof of service signed by Rebecca Turner. Okay. When it says order signed by judge, that does not mean the restraining order. Okay. Now let's go one step further. Status hearing for 2/11/225 at 9 in courtroom 100. Petitioner present with attorney, respondent pro se. Respondent requested continuance to hire an attorney. Respondent, who's Queen B, detailed her efforts at hiring counsel. She has an appointment with an attorney scheduled for 2/7. Over objection by petitioner. Court grants request for continuance. What that means is that the judge signed the order for continuance. The judge did not sign the order for the for the restraining order. No, that's, oh my God, listen, that's what it's for. the order is for the um order is for stalking and harassment. No, he did not. He can't. All right, let me explain something to you. Hold on. Let me explain something to you. Without a hearing, a judge can only sign a temporary order, okay? They cannot grant something before it goes to trial. They can do a temporary before the final judgment, but they still have to go to court in order for anything to be signed officially. That is why they have a trial. That is why they have a trial. That is why they're going to court. Everything that the petitioner, which is Nina, tried to get to happen, the judge said no. So it then moves on to say the QB has an appointment with an attorney, so the judge granted that. The petitioner moves to bar respondent from presenting any evidence due to her failure to comply with the trial order previously entered. So the petitioner is trying to get QB to throw it out, done, finished, bam. And the judge said no. She has a right to counsel. She wants to get an attorney, so she can get an attorney. So then the matter is set for status on counsel February 11, 2025 at 9 a.m. Order entered. That order entered means the order for the continuance entered is on February 11th. That does not mean the order for what they're going to court for. Notice of service of petitioner's witness and exhibit list filed by Carlin Jeremy. Entry of appearance filed by Jeremy Carlin. Petitioner appears pro se. Defendant appears pro se. Bench trial 123 at 10 a.m. Trial order for pro se litigants signed by Judge M. Complaint filed on 10/27, 2024. Pro se for plaintiff petitioner. Pro se complaint on original filing. This is what happened today. This is continued. There is no final order. RJ, aka Sinner, you're reading it wrong. I'm telling you, it was not granted today. You can't grant something if they're going to trial. Queen Bee is taking this to trial. Nina is not having good luck with the judge. What they might already have a temporary restraining order that is still in place. That they might do. The judge may not have, she may have granted a temporary one to begin with back in November. That's very possible. And that's just continuing. But the judge signed no order today. There's no order that was signed today. You can't sign something before it goes to court. The only thing you can get is a temporary restraining order, and then a temporary restraining order will turn into a permanent restraining order once it goes to court. They haven't finished the court proceedings yet. So I have no clue what you're talking about or where a second letter came from. This came right from the courts. There's nothing else on there from the courts. I don't believe it. There's nothing else on there from the courts in relation to this as of today. So show me this other order okay, show it to me then. Can you email it to me? I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, can you email it to me so I can see it, because I didn't see anything. Email is, let me write it out. It's easier. Hold on. Whoop. All right, I'll wait. Send it right now. Do 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 do. Doop 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 doop. Uh-oh, I lost my vape. Uh-oh. Found it. We do need C receipts. Shit, at this rate, Marie, I would probably take one. Well, yeah, original filings, that's different though. I'm talking about what happened today. All right, I still got nothing. He hasn't sent anything yet. Shit went down today. No, they didn't. I don't think it did. Person that found out for me said that's all that was there. And I believe her. Don't block me, you're a good troll. You say so. Come on, RJ. Still waiting. It doesn't take this long to send an email. Doot, 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 doot. I still don't have it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, initial close date was that's when it was supposed to be done, but it was no, it's not. I know who she is. But it was postponed. Yeah, this doesn't change what I said. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Let's go one step further. I was wrong about something. I was very wrong about something, and I'm going to show you what I was wrong about. And yes, I can tell you for a fact I am right. She doesn't even have a temporary. It was denied. Petition, no stalking order. Emergency, denied. There is no order. I'm not. She doesn't have a, and she doesn't even have an order. That's what the court's for. She couldn't even get an emergency. It was denied. So Nina said, okay, I'm going to go it to court. I'm going to bring it to court. So she filed court. There is no order yet. That's what Nina's trying to fight for. But it's right here. No stalking order emergency. It was denied back in November. So certification for exemption from e-filing, verified petition for order of protection filed by petitioner. She's trying to get one. That's what all this court is for, because she's trying to get one. I will, but I can't. If I close it, it's going to show your email. So I'm just going through this. But there is no order yet. That's what this court is for, the order. That is the second one you sent me. All right, let me go to the other one. Let me see if I can make it big enough to cover your, well, hold on. Hang on. Okay. All it says is, and you only gave me half of it. But it's showing that what was uploaded, I don't even know if it was uploaded, but what it's all about is she's trying to get an order of protection for stalking and a no contact order. That's what Nina's trying to get. That's why it says last upload. The judge didn't even grant her. Where do you see approved? Show me where you see approved. Nowhere on here does it say approved. Nowhere. You sent me a half a thing. It says order of protection, stalking no contact order, initial close date 11/27, which is standard. You didn't send me a left side. All I got is a half a page on the right side. I'll show you. Hold on. All right. I could do it this way. This is all you sent me. That's all you sent me on the first half. And this says absolutely nothing. This just shows what it's in court for. And the bench trial was supposed to be today, which would have had a closeout on the 27th. But since that didn't happen, now it's why they have another reclose date. But nowhere does it say approved. I'm telling you, you're reading it wrong. I know they do almost always give temporary orders. That's why I just assumed that she had a, hold on, let's go back to this one. I assumed that she had an emergency order, but no, that was denied. When he writes order signed, that doesn't mean this order. Every single thing in here is an order. Having it changed to February 11th, that's an order signed. Like, that's why I'm saying I think you guys are confused. Like, plenary order set, petition no stalking order denied, certification for exempt, verified petitioner for order of protection filed by petitioner. Then they have to go to court. Complaint filed on 11/27 for plaintiff. Petitioner appears pro se, defendant appears pro se, bench trial 123, trial order for pro se litigants signed by judge. Okay, order signed. Entry of appearance filed by lawyer, notice of service, a petitioner's witness and exhibit list filed by Kaplan, order signed by judge, has nothing to do with the order. Proof of service signed by Rebecca, status hearing set for 2/11 at 9 in courtroom 1. Hey, Narcos. No, seriously though. But I do think a lot of people, it's not you, RJ, a lot of people do get confused. And I'm not going to say that's why people should listen to me more because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But seriously, though, I should never estimate because I really thought she had a temporary order. I had not seen this. So thank you for sending this. But I had not even seen this. So I just assumed that she got the temporary order back in November. I had no idea that she wasn't that she got denied for an emergency order. Yeah, she's got nothing. She has absolutely nothing, which is crazy to me. Like, they always give temporary orders. Why would they not give a temporary order? Like, I can go and say my neighbor hurt me and get a temporary order. You know what I mean? Like, even if my neighbor did nothing, even if nobody lived next door, you can usually get like a 14-day temporary order. So I'm actually surprised that got denied. Maybe because it's not like a guy and a girl. Yeah, I heard that too. She's pregnant with baby daddy's ex, but she's a lot younger. I think she's only like 26, someone said. Marie, it's a girl. I don't know. If it's a girl that someone sent me, she's actually very pretty. Like, really pretty. So, just saying. But yeah, there was no order signed. Good point, RJ. Good point. And I don't know. It seemed like the judge from the one I showed before, it seemed like the judge was kind of like not for her, which is a little weird because, I mean, think about it. Nina has an attorney and QB doesn't. She got denied an emergency order. She got shot down today. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so I'm not. There is no order. I think everyone was just confused. But I mean, honestly, I can understand why people were confused. I totally can. But that's why I just want to straighten it out. Hey, Joy. And RJ, I've been saying that for a long time. People should listen to me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. People don't listen. Um, that's what happens when you hate it. So that's the one thing I wanted to go through. So I forgot who brought it up. Someone brought it up. And I'm just going to tell everyone the same way I told Marie. I am a big person. Maybe it's the New Yorker in me, but I'm big on loyalty. And I forgive a lot of people, and I forgive people for dumb shit. But when push comes to shove, RJ, my lips are sealed. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But I wouldn't give names. And loyalty is a big thing with me. And if I have your back when I can do nothing for you, and you can do nothing for me, and even like you're not a creator, maybe you're just a sub, and I have your back 100%. When tables are turned, if you have my back 100% when I need you the most, that's something I'll never forget. If you completely turn your back on me when I needed you, then guess what? I got no time ever for you. And like I said, I don't know if it's a New Yorker in me, but speaking as Zav girl, that's a good example. I'll use her as an example. When everybody turned their back on her and, news stations were calling her and, horrible. Here I am. And, we don't go in each other's streams much, but I mean, I talk to her outside, but we don't, I'll listen to a stream or she'll listen to mine, but we're not active in each other's streams. We're not mods in each other's streams. So, but when everyone went at her, I was like, oh, hell no, this is wrong. This is fucking wrong. And I stuck up for her. And a lot of people like, how could you stick up for her? How could you do that? Because when someone needs you the most or needs someone to be there for them, I'll be the first one. I'll go against the grain, stick up for the underdog. And at the same time, though, when shit hit the fan with me and I told her what was going on, she didn't care. She wasn't like, oh my God, I'm never going to talk to you. She's like, it'll blow over. I promise. It happened with me. And she doesn't do drama or anything, but you know what I'm saying? She didn't turn her back on me. I remember that situation with the subscriber. I don't forget shit like that. The problem with Sinner, and I don't hate Sinner, don't get me wrong, but what happened with Sinner was I stuck up for him before anybody even liked him. When Beats Him and them first started going after his art, I was like, I want to see his art. I had his back when it did absolutely nothing for me. Nobody knew him. Nobody liked him. He was being railroaded all over the place. And I went live. And that's when I actually had an audience. But I went live and was like, look, that's fucked up. You don't do that. This man is a good artist. I promoted his art. I showed his art, everything. The fucking second that this community had an issue with me, he was one of the first people to turn in a fucking New York minute. And he was one of the first to be like, oh, well, she's condemned and blah, blah, blah. Really, dude? You weren't even fucking here then. You weren't even around when this shit happened. And he did all this because I don't get along with one of his buddies who he fucking promotes all the time. She couldn't give two fucks less about him, doesn't even talk about him. and moved on and used him like we all knew she was going to. And that's where his loyalty went. And I don't forget shit like that. If I had your back, I expect you to have my back. And if you don't, that's fine, but I'll just never forgive that. Well, let me say that. I'll never forget that. I'll forgive it. We could be cordial, but someone like that has that kind of personality will do it again and again and again and again. And that's been proven over and over and over that someone like that is going to do it again and again and again. So we'll see I know exactly where this is going to go. I really do. I know exactly how this is going to play out, but I just think it's sad because I didn't expect him to do that. I really expected him to remember who had his back when nobody else did. And so, all right, let me rephrase that. Who had his back with a platform. Like, yeah, I know Emmy had his back, but at the time she really wasn't getting views. And the fact that I had his back when, in my opinion, when he needed someone to have his back, and he basically said, fuck you to me. Okay. It's all good, sinner. I gotcha. I hear you loud and clear. And that was my issue. And now I'm just a little peon, so he doesn't care. Because I don't get the numbers anymore. Thanks to multiple people. But that's okay. I don't give a fuck. I do, but I don't. No, his art is good. And art is, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Not constructive. I can't think of the word, but everybody sees art differently. I may see ink splotts and Marie may see Picasso. Subjective, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Hey, Lindsay. Lindsay's another one. I can use Lindsay as an example. Lindsay is a sub, not even a creator. Lindsay had an issue. I was the first one to fucking stick up for her when I don't even think she was a member. I don't remember. But I believe, the first person to go live in a platform and fucking stick up for this girl because it was fucked up what was said to her. When everybody turned their back on me, you know who did not? Lindsay didn't. And I don't forget that. I think she was mad at me for a minute, but it's something like that. I don't forget that. Lindsay's not afraid to come in my chat. Lindsay's not afraid to say she still likes me. So it's things like that that I just don't forget. And I appreciate those that I have gone out of my way for who return that favor. That means a lot. And people like that, I just don't forget. I chat where I want to, but I'm just saying, though, it's shit like that I don't forget. People like that I don't forget. And at the same time, it goes the opposite. I don't forgive people that just ran with the crowd like, hey, fuck you. And it does mean a lot because I know Lindsay hangs out in people that are like, oh, we're shunning her. Oh, we can't speak to her. Oh, we can't like her. Oh, we can't go in her chat. Oh, the whole community booted her, blah, blah, blah. And I know Lindsay hangs out there and likes those people, which is totally cool. But I'm just saying, like, I never forgot because she didn't forget. She was, I'm going to still go to Laura. There's no reason not to, she did what she did, whatever. I wasn't around, whatever her reasoning, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, she maybe never forgot that I had her back when she needed someone to have her back. And that's all. So you're another good example. That's when I had a platform. Now I'm just a loser. Although I've seen channels that have like millions of followers, like millions of subscribers, and they have like 200 views. I'm like, damn, I thought I was doing bad. And after tonight, I'm going to have squeezable wax melts. I do have loyal followers, Lana. But I mean, trust me, my shit dropped in half. My sub count keeps dropping, my everything. And you can't say it's not because I'm going live, because I'm going live every day. But it's a whole, oh my God, Laura's ex-nade. And believe me, it carries weight. It does. You'd be surprised how much weight it carries when some of these creators are like, no, we shunned her. Well, none of their followers are going to come in here either, even though they started here. So when I get rich and famous, they'll regret it. They'll try to come back. I'll be like, go away. You weren't there for me then. You won't be there for me now. Puh. I know, Lana. I actually have to try to do it again. Oh, I was just saying sub counts are dropping. All right, then I don't feel so bad. Phew, I thought it was just me. I was getting nervous. I was like, damn, another 20 hits the dust. Another one bites the dust. Oh, not so good. I mean, it's coming along good, but my mom is on my case. Find out about caterers. Find out about caterers. I've kind of been in a depression lately. I've been in a depression because my candles aren't coming out the way I have it envisioned in my head. I even wrote it in my candle group. I was like, do you guys ever go through that, like, you, whatchamacallit? Did you ever go through where you have something in your head until you fucking do it, and then it doesn't come out the way you want? I hope she'll pay. Everybody is. It's a group effort. Laura was blackballed. I wasn't blackballed. Only from idiots. I mean, honestly, Cam, some of the people that did blackball me realized why I did it in the first place after seeing She Can't Shut the Fuck Up. And some have come back because of that. Lana, I totally agree, but it seems that's what people want. People don't want someone to engage with them. I've had this argument for a long time. Even when things were good, I had that argument. That all the channels that completely ignore chat, they're getting big numbers. And that was before any of the shit went down. I don't know. I think part of my problem is I need to stop giving a fuck and realize these people are just not my people. I mean, really, it's what it comes down to. Because, I mean, the shit that I'm seeing in chat, I'm blown away. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what is wrong with these people? I think I'm just not nice enough. That's really what it comes down to. I'm just not nice. Like the way I was yelling at RJ. I didn't mean to yell at you, RJ. I wasn't trying to yell at you. Was I yelling? I wasn't yelling, right? I wasn't trying to yell at you. But, all right, I'm going to make my squeezable melts. You guys ever see squeezable melts? They'll be on the website if I get it right. I heard it's not hard. I just got to do them. No, was I yelling? No, I wasn't trying to yell. I don't know. Good. See, that's kind of why I need a partner. That's kind of why I need a partner, though, so we can bounce off each other so I don't yell at subs. What was I gonna say? Oh, do you guys know what squeezable melts are? They come in like the baby pouches, the squeezable like applesauce, you know what I mean? Except it's wax melts. And it stays soft and you just squeeze them out. Oh, you never saw them before? Hold on, I'll show you a picture. You never heard of them? Ooh, you guys are gonna love them then. Hold on. Yep. So they come in, mine's to the side though. My thing comes to the side. And then you just squeeze them out. And they stay soft. 15's a little high. They're charging $15 for 7 ounces. I was gonna say $15 for 3 ounces. That's like highway robbery. But no, $7. That's normal. Aren't they cute though? And then it's soft and it never gets hard. And you just whatchamacallit? You just squeeze them out. So I haven't made them before though. Tonight's gonna be my first try. And see how it goes. And my stupid wax still is not in. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I'm almost out of wax. I need wax. Yeah, they are. It's very neat, and you don't have to worry about getting anything on your hands. They were talking about my candle group. I was like, oh, I'm gonna order those. So I ordered the the squeeze things, and they finally came in today. Thank you, Marie. Except I can't get my freaking engraver working right. I don't know what's wrong. It keeps printing out letters weird. I'm like, God, I hope nobody orders a wicked candle because I have no more etches. I'll have to give them a regular label. Oh. Cam, what would you co-host with? You don't exactly bring in a crowd. So how do you want to co-host?
Where's my phone charger?
Oh, it's in the kitchen. Cam, you got 2 seconds to answer before I get off. Show the people here a good one when you can. A good what? Co-host with the glare? He'd probably want to talk about himself, a turtle boy. Oh, I just took pictures of one. I just put some on Instagram because I had to mail it an order. I was going to take pictures of all my orders and I totally forgot before I mailed them out today. I was like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. So now I'll get orders of the new ones. And I remake some candles. I've been losing it the last couple of days. I'm not saying we won't make up, but his frame of window is running very shortly. Because if he thinks he's gonna make up after he realizes the other one threw him to the wolves, that ain't happening either. His frame of window is just about up. And let me tell you, you know what I can't stand? I cannot fucking stand this holier than thou attitude from some of these female creators. Drives me insane. You are not better than anybody. Like, I'll never sit here and say that I'm better than everyone. I'm better than this one. I'm better than that one. No. Everybody's different. I may have an opinion. I may give my opinion on something. But you're never going to hear me sit there and scream how much better I am or how my nose is higher or I do. I just think it's wrong. Who's Mr. Lemon? Dr. Now's 1,200 calorie diet plan. How old are you, Lana? Because age has a lot to do with it, too. You're not over 50 yet. There's a meal plan to limit your daily caloric intake 1,200 calories. It can be effective to lose weight for some, but it may not be suitable. I'm not. Oh, there it is. The Now Zaradans? Yeah. See, I hate when some says it's science backed. No, it's not, because everybody's body is different. Can I read it on Kindle? Why does he have two different books? He has the new edition. What was wrong with the old edition? I bet he's not even a real doctor. It's got 5 stars. Let's see what the 1 stars say. Doctor Now allows 2 snacks in a day in this 120 meal. Really? I can't find any of Dr. Now's diet plan that allows snacks. Is this a fraud? What the fuck are they even talking about? Is that his real name, Dr. Now? Oh. Aha, it is on Kindle. The dollar credit back spend. View Kindle edition. Shit, there's no free Kindle? That sucks. I don't know. I'll look into it. No snacks, just 3 meals a day. Yeah, I mean, it sounds the way they tell you to eat after surgery. So, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it really does. That's how they tell you to eat after surgery. All right, read sample. There we go. Hold on. Low calorie, high protein. Yeah, that's a given. I don't do vegan. I like my meat. Yeah, this is everything they tell you when you have surgery. That's my hardest is meal planning. I fucking hate meal planning. All right, Monday lunch. Grilled chicken and veggie wrap. Grilled lemon herb chicken. You got dessert? Canned beans, canned tuna. And since when are chocolate chips like $6 fucking a bag? I'm like, Jesus Christ. Phoenix asked me to make him gluten-free cookies. I can't believe how fucking expensive chocolate chips are. This looks like my shopping list a few weeks ago. Nutrient dense. Yeah, I say Greek yogurt's good for you. Cup fresh spinach, feta cheese. Okay. Overnight chia pudding with almonds? That sounds interesting. All right, I may just have to get some of the recipes. No, it says you can snack though. See, I'm a sweet person. I like sweets. Sweets and dairy. It's what kills me. I'm gonna make this. This sounds good. I'm gonna try this. They use a lot of spinach. Hmm. See, that's the thing though. After you have surgery, I can't eat a lot. Like people don't understand how I'm not like 10 pounds. And I'm like, because I eat a bunch of sugar, which is horrible. But like at a meal, I don't eat a lot. I can't. Although lately it seems I could eat more than normal, which is odd. But all right, I'll have to check it out. All right, I'm gonna get off and go make my squeezable melts. I'll let you guys know how it is. I gotta find my oils. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you much for keeping me company. And RJ, I didn't mean to yell at you. Yeah, I've made that. I used to make that often. That's the thing though. I don't have enough recipes. I get really fucking bored. And I'll go great for a week and then I'll get really bored. And I'm like, okay, I made this for the last 4 days. Or if I like something, I'm like, yum. And then I get bored. So, all right. I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace. I'll see you guys tomorrow.